Hey everybody, this is Marcus. So you guys aren't going to want to miss today's episode. This is my Valentine's Day themed episode, and I'm going to run through about 4 or 5 different photo shoots of my best Valentine's Day themed ideas, and hopefully you guys can get inspired and pull one of these off on your own. And these aren't camera or lens specific. I've done these on Nikon, GFX, Canon, so stick around. I hope you get inspired. And as always, everybody, please go to photoshoots.Canon where you can download my Lightroom presets and Photoshop actions. Every single image that you're going to see today are going to be edited with these presets in Lightroom. And I also want to let you guys know about my brand new course that's up. This is my complete lighting and editing course. I take you from A to Z, how I get all my in-camera effects that you see on all my photos on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead. The link will be in the description. Go ahead and check me out over there. All the behind-the-scenes stuff is going to teach you how to get dynamic images with unique lighting, all the different tricks that I use. And then we're going to take those raw files and we're going to go into Photoshop and we're going to edit from A to Z there. I have complete screen recorded edits, and you get the raw files as well, so you can edit right alongside with me. I truly think this will help push you over the top if you're struggling. Everything's very well explained, and the course is going to keep on growing. Next week I have a new edit that's going in there too. So it's 50% off right now, and everyone that's overseas, I want to let you know, just contact me directly through my site, Pro Photo Edits, at the contact link, and I'll send you a special link to go ahead and check out, because I know Gumroad doesn't let people from overseas outside of the USA check out right now. So just message me through prophotoedits.com and I'll send you a unique link and get that for you. Alright guys and gals, so idea number 1 is my angel wing shoot, and this is obviously BTS with Lola right here, and I use this for an advertisement as well that I do with many sessions. Ladies who want to surprise their husbands or boyfriends with an angel wing shoot like this. So I'm gonna walk you through behind the scenes on what you need to pull this off, and let's get into some of these images right now. Alright guys, so this one's pretty easy. I went to my local flooring store, and a lot of times they'll have like discount deals on white flooring because people generally don't like it as much, I guess. So I got this on sale for, I think it was like $150 for 20 square feet. Maybe it was just enough to put a person on, because that's all I needed. And I'm up on a step ladder, I'm shooting down. I went on Amazon and I got a bunch of feathers, gold tip feathers, as you can see, and I got a bunch of, you know, like pillow stuffing feathers, so I could put the pillow stuffing feathers all over the floor, and you know, they can cover their breasts with them, and usually have on white panties and they can cover their panties with them. And then the tips and the gold tips really help accentuate, you know, skin tones, just a little pop of color. And she's actually laying on what you can't really see right there, a set of angel wings from Amazon, and those are like $50, you know. So I did a complete mini session with that, and all I'm doing is with a 50mm and a 35mm as well. I'm on a step ladder above them shooting down. So the main thing you want to look out for here is, 1, dropping these feathers. You have to do it again and again and again to kind of get them out of focus. I mean, you can hold them in front of the lens and Photoshop them in later if you want, but I tend to like to get things right in camera. So the only thing you need to look out for here is, lighting wise, you just need to keep the light when someone's laying on the floor above their head, so the shadows will always be underneath their chin. You never want to uplight anybody. So this was taken with my Z7 and the 35 Sigma Art, and edited with my Lightroom presets and Photoshop actions. So if you're going to use a 35, try to get behind them and shoot down like this. It gives like a little elongated point of view. So when I'm using the 50, I shoot down like this from a step ladder, and it gives just a different point of view. So look number 2 is red, red, red. You can never have too much red and too many hearts for a Valentine theme shoot, or too many rose petals. You have to incorporate those as well. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes on some of these and show you how I did it. Again, you can never have too much red. So what I did was I bought like 4 or 5 bags of these rose petals off of Amazon. They're cheap. They're like $5 a bag. And I just covered Lola with them, covered the red paper with them. And I'm in the step ladder again. And of course, you have to drop, 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 and then shoot as they drop. And sometimes you can get them in the frame as they're coming down. It can take a ton of shots, so you just have to be very patient when you're doing this. So in these first 2 shots, I just lit with my 48-inch parabolic softbox from above, and I wasn't really dropping anything. And then I thought these really gave a lot more life to it when I used some creative lighting tools right here. And all this is covered in my course, by the way. And I think it just plays with the shadows and gives it a little bit more life. Alright, so speaking of creative lighting, you can never have too many hearts. So let's get into some of these heart shoots. Okay, so here I'm just shooting with my friend Sun Gotti, Raven. She's a great model, and all we have is just one of these bodysuits from Amazon. You know, I love Amazon cheap stuff. And since it's only going to be in a photo shoot, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's just the color. So it's just like a fishnet bodysuit, and then we have some heart glitter covered heart pasties. I hope I'm saying that right. And then she brought some black boots, and I think black, any type of color like that, white or black, is the only type of color you can really mix in here. Red would have been just as good, but it turned out pretty well with this. And I'm using my snoot, of course, and I have a couple heart shapes in there. So to make things more interesting, sometimes I use my 35 and I get on the ground and I kind of shoot up at them and elongate them a little bit. And I'm shooting this with my 35, the EF version, because the RF hasn't made one yet. Well, they haven't made one in RF yet. And I'm shooting this at 1.4, and all those effects that you're seeing on the bottom of the image there are actually filters on my lens. I couldn't explain it here. It's in the course because I have 3 different manufacturers stacked on there, and I kind of rotate them in and out as I need them. So sticking with the red theme, we have a red chair that one of my clients gifted me, so I pulled that in, and I think it worked out pretty well. It's pretty much it's just a huge chair, by the way. Sun Gotti's a pretty tall model, and it's kind of dwarfing her. So I used my 35 here, and I shot up again just to kind of elongate her a little bit. A 24 would have worked a little bit better, I think. You could have got crazy with a 15, but remember, you have to have super wide paper to pull that off, or just a huge painted red wall, because whatever's behind you is going to get smaller when you're shooting wide like that. And the rest of these shots are my 50 RF 1.2, no funky angles, and this is probably my favorite studio lens of all time. A matter of fact, I know it is, and I have a full review of this coming up, this 51.2, in a couple weeks, and it's taken me a long time to get this review together because I just have so many images I want to show you, literally like 200, and I really want to make it worthwhile. So subscribe and I'll show you that in a couple weeks. And of course, if you want to learn how to get these type of looks in camera, none of this is done in post, I teach all that in my class as well. So one final look before I make this video too long and boring. So this time we're going to use rose petals, but we're also going to use some roses with stems on them and put them through her afro. And this is all stuff from Amazon. This is basically the same exact stuff that I bought before, except for this time you're going to have roses with bendable stems on them. They're just fake roses. You can put them in her hair. Okay, so check this out. Look at where the light's at. This is my Celine's 48-inch parabolic softbox, and it's pointed down. So when the model lays down on the canvas, that's a clock canvas, by the way, it's a dark gray. So the model will lie on her back and the light will be above her head. So the shadows will be underneath her chin. That's very important. And I think I was shooting this with the EOS R on this day because the R5 wasn't out yet. This was a couple years old. And I just kind of covered her in roses. You can see in that last frame where the light was, just shooting down on her. And we got some pretty unique shots here. So I appreciate your guys' time checking out this video. I hope you guys got a lot of ideas, or just at least a couple that you can implement. And don't forget, man, women love to have really cool Valentine's Day photos, and don't miss out on that market. Until next time, it's Marcus. Please subscribe, like, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next week. Later.